Hello there, guys, and welcome to College Football 26. Today, we are going to be doing Dynasty. Today, we're going to be doing kind of a newer FBS college school. I got this idea from a friend of mine. We're going to be doing Delaware. So, we're going to make a whole new head coach. So we're going to. So, I like to focus on the recruiter backstory. So let's go make our coach. So a little bit about Delaware. They aren't really a big prestige university. They're obviously Delaware is a pretty small state. They were an FCS school for a while. They're one of their most notable alumni. Joe Flacco. He, he kind of put them on the map a bit. Not a whole lot, but kind of put the. They actually do have a great record. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to utilize, considering we're in Delaware, we're actually going to utilize the, what area? Where is it? We're actually going to utilize North Carolina as part of the North Carolina, like Maryland region, as kind of our basis for recruiting and stuff. So so the point of this is we're going to take Delaware and we're going to try to build Delaware to be we're going to take Delaware to we're going to try to take them to the top. So yeah, we'll be fine with this gear. Why not? So we look at Delaware. This is their first year in the FBS, so it's going to be a little bit of a different challenge as opposed to what we've been used to previously. So we're taking over here in Delaware. So other alumni they've had, Rich Gannon, he won NFL MVP in 2002. So before we take a look at the recruiting and scouting prospects board, let's meet our roster, shall we? Let's meet our roster. I learned a lot of these guys have normal devs, so a lot of them were just about. Okay, so this is our quarterback, Zach Marker. He's a redshirt senior. He's gonna probably be our starter for the year, and not a lot of other options. Let's take a look. He's got some decent legs. Could be better, could be worse. He's got excellent throw power, it seems like. So he's definitely more of like a passing quarterback, more like a. Then we got. Okay, so he's the only one that might graduate. Everyone else is kind of young there yet. Delaware's going to be in Conference USA, by the way. The goal is eventually, if we play well enough, to move into a bigger conference. So, Jonathan Silver. He's an 81 overall. Let's see here. Shifty, side step 360 armbar. Okay. He's got decent speed. Okay, I like this. I like to utilize the run game a lot in this. So, St. Flower, he also seems like kind of a fun one. Oh, we only have 1 year of this dude, looks like, because he's a senior. Fullback. Receiving core, this definitely needs some work. Jake Thaw seems to be our number one receiver. Definitely going to focus on that in recruiting, because I don't know, really don't see a lot of this Patterson guy looks like he could be something. He's fast, but doesn't really have a lot of like the other stats. Tight end. Tight end is where a bulk of the work is going to need to be done. Is he a student blocker? I like to have better blocking tight ends. He's a vertical threat. Okay. Got decent. He's got good hands. His blocking isn't very good though, so and I can't upgrade him. Oh, not very. That's not good. How about this guy? This dude a good blocker? Okay. So it seems like when they were looking for tight ends, they focused definitely more on the passing tight ends, which there's nothing wrong with. But O line, eh, okay, definitely gonna have to rebuild the O line because they're all graduating or, ugh, yeah, O line's gonna need a lot of work. Defense 71 for this guy, 68 Jack Hall. Yeah, defense is definitely gonna be a focus in the offseason. It's definitely gonna be a focus in recruiting. We got good safety though. We got good safety though. This dude looks fun. And kicker, punter, all that fun stuff. So that's kind of the roster that we're gonna be working with. Now we go to so I'm just gonna use the recruiting board. We only get 450 hours because they one thing to note about these games is they do it based on they do is the amount of hours you get usually depends on how prestigious or how big your school is. So like Delaware is not really a big school, so they're not going to get as many hours as let's say if you did Alabama or Georgia. Like they're going to probably get 1,200 hours. So these all fit needs. So we're just gonna. I'm not expecting any major recruits to come year one. I'm not expecting a great year. My goal. I forgot. I didn't read what the goal said, but my goal in the first year in the FCS or in the FBS, try to win like 4 games. 4 games is the goal. Doesn't sound like the biggest goal, but that's my goal. Ooh, dual threat quarterback. I like that. See, corner. I want to focus on guys who I feel like are more realistic to come here, Nashville. I'll recruit this guy. And something they changed this year too is they got rid of they added like the Sam, the Mike, the Will linebackers, all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah, we just add a left tackle, edge rusher. Yeah, like I said, I'm not expecting anything major from this. Um, just go through the recruits. I'm just trying to focus based on need, not so much. Um, tight end. This dude's close. Maryland. I'll take that. Guard. Yeah, like I said, I was gonna go O line heavy. So what happens in my pipeline? What's my pipeline look like? No, just in general. Okay, I definitely ain't getting any of these guys. Maybe this punter, but I'm not getting any of these guys. Like, no. Maybe some of the, let's see, some of the, how about the 2 stars? Just cause. That's what I was gonna say. I didn't think we were gonna get a lot of. Does any strong safeties from the area? Okay. And then a center. I'm just focusing mainly on the 1, 2 star guys. I'm not or 3 star. I'm not going any higher, just because the chances of us actually getting anybody of that is not great. And fullback. Okay, so I like what we got. We're gonna exit the recruiting board, and now we're gonna scout some of these guys. Okay, so like I said, we only get 450 hours, so we got to manage this. So far, where do we rank? So for this guy, we're number 5, so that's fairly close. So not too bad. Okay, so far, okay. So I know for sure. So I know for sure I want to recruit the running back. It ain't great, but so I offer him a scholarship. Let's just scout him. I don't know how else gonna. Oh, okay. Okay. O lineman. I want to offer him one too. Both these D tackles I want to for sure as well. Only because wow, top 5 for this guy, and this is a 3-star. This is okay. This is a guy I'm going to keep my eye on. I don't know what the chances of us getting him are, but the only school that's offered him a scholarship so far, and his top 5, actually his top 9 are pretty close. So, Tremaine Flanagan, what a name! Okay, we're 7 for this guy. Wow, we're actually higher on people's recruiting boards than I thought we would be. Honestly, um, question is, I didn't look. Are we number 1 on anybody's board? I don't think we are. I'm just gonna offer this guy. I don't think it's gonna work, but I still got 6 slots. I still got 6 slots, so if I want to add, so if I need to add more people to the board throughout the year, plus usually if they lock me out, that's when it gives me the whole like, okay. But usually when they lock me out is when I take them off the board because I know there's a great chance they're not going to be coming over here. Okay. Yeah, I know we don't have the facilities that everyone's looking for, so we're number 4 for this quarterback. Screw it. We'll offer him a. Ooh, good. But I still kind of wanna, but I still kind of want to hold him. So, but I kind of still want to hold him. So I think I'm gonna keep him regardless of that. Let's offer this dude a scholarship and this guy. Okay, so I'll look at the prospects list later. The rest of them, I'll save those 6 slots. As for the schedule, so Delaware Stadium. So we start FCS East. Okay. Going back to our roots playing in FCS school. Ooh, then we go to Colorado to face Deion Sanders. Oh, that'll be a interesting one. UConn then? FIU at Pitbull Stadium, Mr. Worldwide. And then obviously all the conference games are protected. We end the year against UTEP at home. Looks like for Conference USA you get. Looks like you get 8 conference games and then 4 non-conference. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna upgrade coach skills. I can't buy that yet. We're gonna go to recruiter. I think we're gonna do O-line. Yeah, we're gonna do O-line. Takes less time to scout. Why not? So we're C minus prestige, and both of our coordinators are F. So let's see if we can find where we are projected. Well, that's the preseason top 25. Wow, this is standings now. Is there like a projected? I'll look. I don't think it'll work out. Okay, this is only the top 25. Okay. Okay. Check the scheme. I didn't really read into the scheme all too much. So we're gonna use the spread offense. Wow. It's a lot of shotgun plays and a 3-3-5 defense. If it doesn't work, I'll switch it. I'm flexible like that. I'm not gonna take all this control. So the red shirts. So I could have red shirt any of these guys if I really wanted to. So we're gonna try to make these stats. We're trying to make our names in all these histories, especially this, because, well, trophy room is empty. There's trophy room is empty because, well, this is just in general trophies. This isn't even. Wow, this ain't even. Wow, okay, wow, these are cool. And then Dynasty. We have no Dynasty ones yet, so that's gonna be the goal. Focus on putting trophies in the trophy room, but this year isn't gonna be that good. So we're just gonna advance a week quick. I'm not gonna play week one or play any games. I'm just for right now. So okay, top 8 schools. So looks like we're locked. Looks like we got championship contender. Yeah, pro potential brand exposure. Focus on these two. Build those up. We want to make Delaware a place for everybody to play. Okay, this dude knocked us out. We'll get out of this board, and this guy is bored. Send the house on this guy. Why not? How's this guy looking? Doesn't look like. Okay, we got up to number 2 for this guy. Okay, so how to keep a recruit? You just start playing good bait. You just start playing good football. This guy is interested in coming over, so we'll bring him in. Wow, we're number 1 on this guy's radar. We're gonna do something different with this guy. Okay. Okay, there we go. This is what we like to see. This is what we like to see. We like to see all these guys starting to consider coming here. Okay. Yeah. Send the house for that guy. He's the guy. I usually send the house for the guys I really want to come here. Wow, this dude. Okay, we're going to be in a neck and neck race with Kent State over this guy. So we're going to send the house because I don't know why I like this guy so much. I just do. Let's offer this dude a scholarship. Probably not getting him, but probably not going to get any of these guys anyways, but you never know. This quarterback would be. This quarterback seems like a fun guy. Throw power 81. Deep. He's not a deep ball thrower, so he won't be throwing on the deep ball with him. That's for sure. So let's just finish scouting this guy. Okay. All right. So, well, we don't got any more hours left, so just gonna look more on, I guess, more some top stories. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So like I said, I'm not expecting us to be very good. I'm not expecting us to be very good because, well, but this conference is really up in the air because it's a smaller conference. So, could go either way, I guess. It's Delaware, Missouri State. Those are the two new. Yeah, there's a theme here. Actually, okay. Well, this conference might be more wide open than I think. Because all these guys are similar overalls. Western Kentucky's higher. Liberty's higher, because Liberty's been in FBS ball for a while. So, well, I guess we'll see what happens there. Well, with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys have safe for the next one. I hope you enjoy this Dynasty as much as I hopefully will. So, hope you have a safe trip into the next video. Peace.